Alright everyone, welcome to What This Song Teaches You. This is my series where I listen to a song that I've never listened to before and I try and figure out the guitar parts. Today I've picked, or I haven't actually picked, someone has suggested a song. It's following my video on the band Switchfoot, which was proved to be very popular. And yeah, thanks to everyone who watched that video and commented on that. I learnt so much. And yeah, I had a comment. I had lots of comments. I had a comment by DDH1085 who said, lots of great Switchfoot suggestions here. A more obscene one of theirs that would be really fun to do is a guitar breakdown on Head Over Heels in This Life. Really intricate and interesting guitar work. So I thought that might be interesting. So I haven't listened to that. I've listened to a bit of Switchfoot recently, since watching that video. And yeah, really cool, really good live. But I was watching the live videos, was good. And I thought I'd just read some of the comments from the last video, see if people agree with this. Let me know in the comments below. You got to listen to Nothing. Scotty Ross Swingler. Sorry if I'm saying that completely wrong. I feel like I am. You got to listen to Nothing Is Sound front to back. Some of the band's best guitar work, and Daisy ends with the album with Beatles level brilliance. Wow, that's quite a comment. That's good. Switchfoot, such a great band. Been following since 2005 and they never disappoint. That's Israel's 4450. I like this comment. Underappreciated riff masters. That was John Pavlovitz. Very cool. Yeah, so lots of comments on the last one. Shall I read one more? Great video. Listen to Stars by Switchfoot next. I've been kind of ignoring that one, so I thought that might be a good one. Everyone kept mentioning that one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You'd have a blast with that riff. So yeah, the good riffs. Go read the comments on the last video. It was for Wake Up Mr. Crow. But yeah, let's get into this one. So the song's called Head Over Heels in This Life. It didn't have a music video, so this is just the album track. So let's get into this. Let's see what we think. Write a comment, subscribe, and I'll tab this out so we can follow it on Patreon. Look at the link below. Let's do it. Yeah, we got a good riff. They were right. Good riffs. Something like that. I found. So, before I forget to mention, we're in drop D. So, tune your guitar to tune the E string to a D. If you haven't done that before, all you have to do is pick this string, get yourself a tuner, and tune it down to a D. On your guitar, you've already got a D string, which is this one. So what a lot of people do if you haven't got a tuner, but get yourself a tuner if you haven't. You play that D string and make it the same. We're looking for this note. But yeah, they like the drop D. I feel like the last one was drop D. Sure it was. Okay, let's try and figure out this riff. I like the drum beat, very cool drummer. Then it was... Is it just going back to the same riff? I feel like it is. That's cool. How are we going to do that? Could do that, that'd be cool. I like that bend. Let me just jam that a few times, see if that's right. Yeah, really good riff. I reckon we could just do it like that. That sounds about right. Okay, so you're going to hit the first three. So your strings are numbered 6 to 1. This is 6. This is 1. 6 is the lower string. So we're going to hit the 6th, the 5th, and the 4th string together. Like 3 strings. Down, down, up. No, you don't have to put your hand down or anything. And then we're going to do these octaves. Octaves are really common in guitar riffs. You hear them a lot in like the Foo Fighters songs and stuff. All the rock songs. Every song. Loads of songs. You put your first finger on the 12th fret of the 5th string. And then your 3rd finger goes down on the 14th fret of the 3rd string. And basically, your first finger flattens and mutes all the other strings. So then you want to be able to hit kind of all the strings and then only hear these 2 notes. So if you haven't played octaves before, spend a bit of time getting this first finger flat and making sure you only hear those 2 notes. So yeah, you go into 12 and 14. Down, up, down, up. So we got down, down, up on the 3 strings open. And then down, up on 12 and 14. And then, I think it was then, yeah, I feel like I remember it. Up, down, then you want to go up, down, but hit those 3 strings again. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm sure that's right. Let me have one more listen. Yeah. Then go back to this octave, 12 and 14. Down, up again. So down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then I think it's the same thing then. Yeah, this bit's fun. So that was the first bit. So we got. You're then going to go to the 5th fret, and you've got a bar, 3 strings, those 3 lower strings. And then just imagine you're doing the same as what we did with the open and that first riff, but instead you've got to get to 5, so you're going to go 5th fret, down, down, then you've got to get somehow to this 12th fret octave, do the same part, down, up, then go back here, up, down, and then I think there's something different after that. Yeah. So yeah, so you go down, down, get up to 12 and 14, down, up, go back to the 5, do the up, down, so up to that bit it's the same. Then we've got this bit. Wonder if it's got a bass note with it. I think you just do it on its own. So your first finger's on the 4th fret of the 4th string, the D string. Basically, it's like 3 things. You pick it, and then you've got to bend it up and down, but you can actually go down and up. so yeah, it's actually only going 1 note. It's going like, this is the note we want. So you go 4, up and down. So the whole thing, hopefully you followed that. Very cool. So down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. To the riff. Oh, let's jam that. What do you think of this riff? Put it in the comments. It's been out for 11 years, this song. Just had a look. So you've probably heard this before. So I'm guessing you like it if you're watching the video. Let's do it. Do that twice, that's your intro. Oh yeah, like that. I think we're going to a verse. That's a cool chord, yes. Sounded like a diminished sort of chord coming in. You get these nice chords. Yeah, oh yeah. Let's figure this out. It might take me a second. I think that might be a D sus. Yeah. I feel like I got the first chord. It's a D chord. Play a D chord without your middle finger. This is a D sus2. Did something like that, hit the lower string and then kind of hit all the strings kind of just down. Try and get all the strings ringing out. Yeah, I think that's it. I can hear the note. Yeah, it's like a diminished chord, this is. It's actually very common, even though this kind of sounds unusual, this diminished chord here. You hear a lot. I think it had like a, whatever this note is, it'd be a G. So you're going to go from a D sus2 chord to D chord without your middle finger. I think you did something like this, down, down, hit the lower strings, and then hit all the strings. And then basically what you do is you move these two fingers that are on, your first finger's on the second fret on the third string, your third finger's on the third fret of the second string. You kind of go up one. Imagine you got one fret, so you're now on 3 and 4. But then this one moves up one, and you get this sort of sound, which is, yeah, like a diminished, kind of like an E diminished chord, which is cool. But then, yeah, don't bar it or anything, just keep these two on. And then if you can, get your middle finger to then play the 5th fret on this 6th string. So we're going to go from a D sus, and then move this up one, slide this over, put this finger up here. I think this might be like an E diminished, some sort of diminished chord. I don't think that's the root note. Might be, but yeah. But anyway, it's this. So 3, 4, 3. I think it's something like that. Let's try that. Couple of guitars. I think you can just go 3, 4, 3. Drop my pick, 1 man. 3, 4, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's your first bit. Then it's changing, I think. I was told you I was yours. So when you're in dropped in, you want to do like major and minor bar chords. What you have to do is, so you'd bar like the 7th fret. Is that a good way to show you? Yeah, actually, if you, yeah, so the next chord, this has got this little next section, pre-chorus or something. Put your 3rd finger on the 9th fret up here on the 6th string. Then put your little finger on the 9th fret of the 4th string. So this is like, yeah, just playing an octave. And then, yeah, this then allows you, if you bar the 7th fret, but you do it on 3 strings, it's a really good way to play, this is how, not a really good way, it's the way to play major and minor bar chords. So this is a minor shape. This is like a, this is actually a B minor, I think. This is a B minor chord. Normally you do it like this, which is not, that actually sounds nice. But with drop D, you have to do something like this. Then you go back to, then we're gonna go from this. Then you go back 2 frets. But it's not a minor chord, it's a major chord. So what you have to do is put your middle finger in on the 6th fret. So yeah, your third, so this, I'll show you this chord. Your 3rd finger's on 7, your little finger's on 7, so you 7 on the 6th string and 7 on the 4th string. Then you bar over here on the 5th fret, and then you've got to add your 2nd finger in to the 6th fret on the 3rd string. Again, if you know your bar chords, just like doing this, but we've just kind of changed it for the drop D. So I think he was going from this chord, B minor, to A, and then I think he went to that chord we did. How were we doing it? This like diminished chord. You can do it the same way as before if you want, or you can just use different fingers. It's actually nice like that now. Third finger. So yeah, third finger on 5 on the 6th string. First finger on 3 on the 3rd string. Little finger on 5 on the 2nd string. So something like this. Down, 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 down. Yeah, very cool. Let me just check that. When I told you I was yours. Yeah, oh, so cool. So yeah, we might just still be in a verse. B minor, A. I'm kind of calling this E diminished. Maybe it's like E diminished with a G in the bass. That needs a bit of thought, that chord, but yeah, I'll keep going. I was yours. This is cool. Got some octaves. It's good, you know, it's really good learning, if you really like a band, I know Switchfoot have a lot of fans, so if you really like Switchfoot, learning like multiple songs by a band really helps you to understand like their little tricks, and it actually makes it easier to figure out their other songs, because a lot of songwriters have like certain ideas like octaves, drop D, and then you got like a bit of a head start when you listen to the next song. Sometimes the album actually is very similar, even though all the songs sound quite different. But yeah, do you find that? Have you ever found that before, figuring out? Have you ever tried to figure out a song before? Okay, so we've got what's the next section? I was yours. Yeah, that's it. I forgot what I was doing. You got some octaves going on. I was yours. Something like that. Very cool. They're good at creating riffs. I was yours. We still haven't got to the chorus. What section is this? This is still the pre-chorus. I'm a bit confused about the sections. Okay, so we're gonna go hit the 3 strings open, what we did at the start of the song. Down, up, down, up. And then we've got to do an octave. It's quite hard, this octave. You've got to, if you put your first finger, you could put your, maybe easier with your 3rd finger. This might feel weird. Put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, the G string, and then basically we've got to do an octave. So you've got to like get your first finger to try and mute all the other strings, and we're going to leave the A string open, the 5th string, and then when you hit kind of 5 strings, maybe miss the 6th string, you hear only the 5th string open, and then that 2 that's on that string. It's basically like doing that octave shape that we've been doing, but to do it there, it's kind of tricky, kind of hard. You could maybe do it up here if you were really struggling. Do it on 7 and 7 on the 6th string and the 5th string. Maybe doing that. Maybe we should just do that. Is it easier? I was yours. Maybe I'm making it a bit hard. I don't know, it sounds better. I feel like stick with it. But yeah, if you're really struggling, do it here on 7 and 7. So you're going to go open, down, up, then get your 3rd finger on that 2nd fret of the 3rd string, try and mute it, down, up, then it's quite nice. Move this up to the 4th fret, then complete the octave. So put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then we're going to hit this down, up, I think. So yeah, down, up. Then it moved up to the 5th fret 5 and 7, 5 on the A, 7 on the G. So it was like something like this, open, this weird 2-1, 2 and 4, 5 and 7, and then he barred the 5th fret on the 3 strings, and then I think he just did it again. The rest is the same, so it's kind of like the same thing twice, but the chord changes at the start. Wow, oh, I like these. Let's see if that's right.
I was your
Yeah, that works great. Yeah, it's like a kind of pre-chorus or something that. And then I think this is going to be the chorus. Oh yeah, I think this is the intro bit, this is the chorus, but we did it earlier. Yeah, I think that's the same as what we did before. I think he did it twice, changing. Oh, there's like an extra end bit. I thought he was going to the bit we did earlier, but he's keeping the octave going. Oh yeah, so the third time, did that riff twice. The third time around, bar the 9th fret this time, 3 strings. Do the same pattern we've been doing, but instead of doing 5 or open, do a 9. Go into that octave, and then I think he then. Let me go back. Yeah, it didn't do the bend. He went back to 5. Did something like that. Just kind of stayed up there. So the whole of the chorus I might be able to do. It goes. Then 5. Do the riff. We do that twice. Then you go to 9. Do that, and then 5. Don't do the bend, just do a 5. I could play along to that. Let's try that one time. If I find the right spot. Here we go. I think there's another chord. It's cool. There's a funny chord at the end. Maybe that. So everything's that sounds kind of nice. Yeah, I think it's that. Everything's I think it's that. Okay, so it's that B minor chord we did earlier. 9, miss a string 9, we little finger, and then bar the 7th fret. We did that earlier on. It's everything. Strum it once, and then I reckon it's something like this. Put your first finger on the 5th fret of the 6th string, and then miss a string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the 4th string, and then your middle finger's going to go in on the 6th fret of the 3rd string. So it's everything. That was at the end of the chorus. I'll go back a little bit.
Everything is fair.
Right, I think we got it. So we're back to a verse. I think that's the same. We'll keep going. I don't think we were strumming before actually. So we need those chords down, 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 up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, and then up, down, down, up, down, up. It's like a 2-bar strumming pattern. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Good chords. Does it make you feel tense? It doesn't make me feel tense really. It makes me feel, yeah, kind of tense. Slightly tense. How's this make you feel? Very cool. Okay, keep going. Yeah, you can kind of keep this strumming going. Just keep that strumming going. We're doing all the same bits. Pretty little pre-chorus bits, the same with the octaves. In this life would be the chorus bit coming up. I totally forgot to do the octave, so keep the octave going. It's the same. Oh yeah, so everything's yeah, I like that chord. Very nice. Something like that. We got another section, little middle section. Middle sections are really good. Basically, a middle section is when you've had a verse, you've had like an intro, you've had a verse, you've had a chorus. I mean, this one's also had a pre-chorus, but then basically you've heard the chorus a couple of times, and then they basically go back to a verse, do another chorus. So you've heard like 2 choruses up to this bit, and then what happens with songs, you hear it a lot. You get a bit fed up with the chorus. You're like, I can't hear that chorus anymore. And then, so what you do is you put in a middle section, which I reckon this is going to be a little middle section, something a little bit different. Sometimes they're called like a break or like an interlude. And then something really amazing happens where you kind of miss the chorus. And then the chorus tends to come back then, and then it comes back and it's like you're happy to hear it again. And then usually they do like a few double choruses then. And you're like, really? You really want to hear it? Okay. Oh yeah, you'll like this bit. What you do is you put your second finger on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, and you put your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, the D string. So it's on, yeah, the string between 6th string and 4th string, 6th and 6th. I'm gonna hit like 4 strings, and then all you have to do then is move this up 2 frets, so you're on the 4th fret. But then you put your 1st finger in to the 2nd fret over here on the 3rd string. Really nice that is. It's basically like it's like a minor chord. So you're going from this one, but then he's kind of moving up the chords in the key bass line, and then Then we go up to the 5th fret, bring these up to the 5th fret, but then instead of it being like here, which is where we were a second ago, you bring this one in, so it's then on the 4th fret. So we were on the 5th fret with these two, then this is now on the 4th fret, they're closer. So we're going from here to here, to 5 and 4. Then you just take that up 2 frets, 7, 7, 6. This is another major chord. Then it goes back to a minor chord, 9, 9, 7. So this one's gone back out. Then it stays on the kind of the minor chord, and you go to the 11th fret, and then this one's still on 9, 11, 11, 9. So it's just moved up 2 frets. And then it might go one more time. I might just listen. Now you know that, I'll have a listen to it.
Everything is fair enough. More than love.
Oh yeah, so at the end, it does go up to 12. It goes up one more time, 12 and 12, then bring this one in, 12 and 11. And then finally it jumps back to the 5th fret, 5, 5 and 4. So this is really good. This is all the kit chords in the kit. So you got this one. This song's got every chord in it. So it's this, to this, to this, to this. Then it stretches back out. Same again. Up to 12. Back down to 5. Yeah, so all these are all the chords in the key. So if you wanted to write a song, if you've never written a song before, that would be a really nice way to write a song, because you can just pick any of those chords and they'll work together. And so on. So yeah, I'll show you the part now. You know that bit. From now to move up. Yeah, so it was like 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It was quicker at the end. Yeah, I like that bit. That bit's really good.
Head over here.
We're still going. It's like a little breakdown bit.
Head over here.
Okay, it's kind of what we've done a lot of these chords and octaves before. We're just doing them in a different order. So you're going to be on the 9th fret, down, up, 3 strings. Then we're going to an octave on the 7 and 9, 7 on the A string, and then 9 on the G string. Slide that back to the 4th fret, 4 and 6. Then unfortunately you got to go to that weird one with your second fret on the 3rd string, and you're playing like an open A. So hard. 7, 4, weird 2, 1.
Head over here.
And then we're going to go 5. Do what we did earlier on. 5, down, up. Maybe we didn't do that exactly, but yeah, it's similar. Down, up. Down, up on the 12th fret octave. Up, down on this one, on the 5th fret, and then back to the octave. So yeah, very similar to what we did earlier.
Head over here.
Yeah, same thing twice there. I know, I've done that wrong. So good. The trick to all that is just getting it so you can do the octaves and mute everything. So you can then you don't have to worry about your right hand as much. Your first finger needs to be able to mute kind of all the strings, so you only hear 2 notes. Oh, that bit was really good. I enjoyed that. See, I bet he goes back to a chorus now. I did hear it. Yeah, like a kind of breakdown chorus. That's good. But it builds back in. You're like, oh, where's it been? Where's it been all my life?
I'm stubborn to the core. In this life,
I think they've just played it open. Hit the 3 strings open, and he's singing just over that.
I'm stubborn to the core. In this life, I've been burning after more. We both know what these open arms are for.
That's cool. So it's kind of like a keyboard or something. Something's going on. It's open and 5. If you want to play the chords, and then I think there was a 9 to 5. But yeah, he's not actually doing that. I think it's some sort of keyboard or something. What is that instrument? Anyone know? I think that might just be a C. Just a C. Don't hit the 6th string. I think that's a C. Yeah, cheeky C. Back to a chorus. This is cool. It's slightly, yeah, it's slightly different. They're keeping the tenseness going, so it's the same really. Down, down, up on open. Down, up on the 12. That bit's the same, and then go to the 5th fret, and then just play the exact same thing you did before, but instead of going to 12 and 14 every time, we're going to go to 13 and 15. We're going up 1 more fret, so it's this. Which works really well. Yeah, so the same thing, but yeah, 5 to 13 and 15. And then, yeah, they only did that once. I think now we're back to the normal chorus. I always forget to do the on this one. Yeah, it's exactly the same as before. If you've learned it, do it properly. Yeah, everything is there. That's all the same. Like a D sus. There's some sort of cool riff underneath. Some sort of delay. It's like 5 on the first string with your 3rd finger. Go up to 3 on the 2nd string. 5 up to 3, back down to 5. Slide to 7, come back to 5. Something like that. Probably just less than that. They've got a cool pedal. Wow, really like that song. That song's brilliant. Very good riffs. Cool guitar parts. How do they come up with the guitar parts? Good octaves. Drop D really helps, I reckon. You just need good riffs, but you see how it progressed throughout the song. Then they changed it just for that one bit. But it had this kind of like, yeah, this chord underneath a lot of it, which is cool. kind of makes it a bit tenser. Yeah, love that song. That was cool. Keep writing comments, keep suggesting songs. I'll keep listening to them and trying to figure them out. Yeah, please subscribe and like. I'll try and tab this out and put a link below for the Patreon. Please come and join in. And yeah, goodbye.